Oui, I need that. Hi, guys. Welcome back to this episode of Till Toe Tags. We ain't changed our shirts.
No,
We just did that last episode and told y'all to come back over here. So if you here, so was we. 30 seconds ago, we was just recording the last episode.
Yep.
So what's up?
You know
Glad
what
to
it
have
is.
you back. What it is, what it do, baby. All right.
What's cracking?
This is. I was going to introduce you, but I thought you might want to.
I'm Cameron.
I'm Maria, and we're the partners. On this podcast, we talk a lot about Black love, co-parenting, family, Black business, the Black experience, and everything in between.
Everything.
So this is both a podcast and a visual experience. So if you are not watching on YouTube and you don't have us downloaded on your podcast app, do that. What are you waiting for?
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it. Or do more appropriate for this episode. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. And doing it and doing it and doing it well. All right.
Just do it.
You kind of a hoochie daddy for wearing that shirt.
How?
A little bit.
How?
A little bit.
How?
Just a little bit, okay? Because today we're going to be discussing sex, communication, and intimacy because they are three different things, very separate from one another, but when they combine, wow. Bound chica. Wow.
What?
I'm tired a little bit. But first, look at this. Why are they doing this? I look like Mary J. Blige circa 2002. It's a flip. If I could kick right now and this knee wasn't giving out, baby, wait. I've got a never have I ever.
Okay.
Well, we don't have. Bring the Red Bull over here because we forgot to bring shots down. Never have I ever. Remember, you have to drink if you have.
Okay.
Been caught having sex. Why are you looking at me? I ain't the only person you ever had sex with.
I know. But you see, I ain't drinking nothing.
This one time at band camp. Just kidding. I never went to band camp.
Say, please don't say that. I baby about to go to band camp.
She better not.
Nah. That ain't
even
her thing.
I ain't even worried about it, for real. I ain't even worried about it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's chit and chat. Y'all ready to get sexy? Sexy. Shake. How do you define intimacy?
I mean, really, I feel like it's more so just like the vibe, the feel, like when you're around somebody.
You don't be doing it.
What?
Don't be.
No, just like, like a lot of people mistake intimacy for like sex, and that's not true. Like, we're intimate all the time, and it's because of the relationship that we have, the communication that we have, and everything like that. That's intimate. Like, the innermost parts of me.
Correct.
So, like, to me, that's intimacy. Like, how well do you know me? Like, my ins, my outs, what makes me relax, what upsets me, and everything like that. Just like earlier today, I was just having a rough time, and I asked you if you could just rub my head, and like that's intimacy. Like, knowing that that's going to help me, and your willingness to do that.
But I also feel like it was intimacy, you trusting me enough to verbalize your need without fear of my reaction. That's intimacy.
Yeah.
I think intimacy is a lot of what you talked about. I think it's how well you can pour and receive.
Mm-hmm.
I think intimacy has a lot to do with getting to know someone, energetically knowing someone more than just like internal type of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can feel you.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the intimacy is something that can be shared non-romantically as well.
Yeah.
I have an
Yeah,
intimate
definitely can.
relationship with God.
Yeah. Yeah,
Intimate
definitely can.
relationship with my family. Like I think that when you are a cup in a situation with anyone, then you have the ability to pour and be poured into.
Mm-hmm.
And that relationship is intimacy. Um, when do you feel most connected to me? I wrote to your partner like as if
Yeah, I know. I know.
I don't know.
As if we're having a roundtable discussion and
Or as
we're
if I'm
leading it
not your
on.
only partner. I
Right.
don't I'm not
That's
really
it.
sure. This out.
Um.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh.
I'm back. I'm better. I'll be good. I promise.
You need another sip of this? You still tired, baby?
I'm a little sleepy.
Okay. Um. I think when we're doing just normal stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I think whenever we're just us and just in our element, which our element is wherever we go. Like we don't change up how we act. We don't change up how we speak to each other or anything like that. So I think when we're in just being around each other and just feeding off on one another, cracking jokes, like this the smallest thing. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like to me, like that's
when you feel most connected.
yeah, like when we're just like chilling.
I'd say I feel most connected when I feel like I'm able to read you without words and you're able to read me without words.
Mm-hmm.
From there's been plenty of times when like you can hear my exhaustion in my voice, and somehow some way when I come home my evening routine has been made smoother, easier, alleviated, whatever. And vice versa, like I can tell when you need something. Like I know that there was this big thing with like Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade saying that in their house it's 50-50. I give my 100, he gives his 100, which, you know, same situation, low key, not bank account. We're not
Yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
We gonna
bang
be
on
there.
that. Oh yeah. But I'm just saying, present tense, that's not what I meant. I meant as far as our commitment to one another, as far as our commitment to each other's well-being, because we both know and we agree on the fact that like I'm not responsible for his happiness and he's not responsible for mine, but contributing to it and not being the reason behind anger or hurt or anguish or anything like that is wildly important. And I just feel like we do a really good job
being each other's safe space.
Safe space.
Yeah.
Yes. And I feel like that is how I feel most connected to you. I know that climbing up under your beard and just getting a giant bear hug is going to just make everything better. I know that rubbing your head makes everything better for you. I know.
Among other things.
Okay.
We're not there yet, sorry.
We're going to get there. It's getting sexier. It ain't always sexy yet. It's kind of sexy. We're gonna cut this episode short. People know my angel.
Not flipping your tongue out like that.
I didn't mean to. I have parts of my body that do what they want. I don't.
You do, but I mean, you still don't need to tell everybody that because now they're gonna be looking. I wish a nigga would.
I'm not that rested in front of. Okay,
out.
stop threatening the folks. Okay, they're our viewers, and we need them. Be good.
All right.
So bad. No, but so what I will say is that a lot to do with our level of intimacy, because I think that is elevated for sure. Has a lot to do with how safe we feel around each other. I would never feel safe enough to just be laid out and my booty do the thing it does. I don't be knowing what she doing back there. She be acting up. But I just be chilling with this guy. And she just be doing things. Not like farting. Wait a minute. That's not what we meant. It's not what we meant. It's not what happened.
I'm not saying anything.
Stop giggling. They're going to think I'm telling not the truth. It jumps. But only when I'm comfortable with him.
True. Fart. Just make a clap. Just make a clap.
That's what happens next.
Okay.
In case you ain't knowing, in case
okay.
you know. I love Bust a Bus.
Yeah, Bust a Bus.
Bust a Bus. Not Bust a Bus. But yeah, I feel like a lot has to do. Bring it in. This is what happens.
This is exactly what happens.
We're gonna reel it back.
Yep, we got it.
Be good. But I think that's what makes our intimacy next level. Because we always gonna make sure each other's straight,
right?
No matter what. Without hesitation, without. It doesn't even feel like an obligation. It feels like nature. It's my nature to nurture. I'm not Virgo. What's your primary love language, would you say? And sorry, second part of that question, just thought of, do you feel like it's changed over the years?
I don't feel like it's changed.
Not with me, in general.
No, in general. I don't feel like it's changed.
You're the only person I know that has ever said that.
So I think, was it physical touch?
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think that's it. I've always been like I like being touched.
Yeah.
And like, like I like just like, because that's such a safe space too.
Yeah.
Right? Like when you're cuddling, you can just like relax and everything like that. Like I come from a family of like huggers, like we hug and everything like that. So it's just like that's always been just something that like I've always like just appreciated. You know what I mean?
Affirms
like
you.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like even like dapping up my boys, like showing love like that. You know what I'm saying? Like let you know, like, yo, you my boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so there's definitely physical touch. I don't feel like it's changed over the years at all. What about you?
Mine has definitely changed over the years, but I think that it has changed in direct reflection of what I felt was available to me in certain partners. Because I would say in previous relationships, when the doll didn't feel as secure in the relationship, words of affirmation were really, really important to me. Mainly because I dealt with a few people that just weren't honest about what they were feeling, how they were, operating, what they were doing. So I need a little lip gloss.
Don't say your lips feel dry.
No, they just look like my top lip don't exist.
What?
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, so am I.
But on the screen. I feel better now about it. I was looking like a white lady. So, but now, I think that being in my 30s changed a lot, mainly because of what I required versus just taking what I was given. I think physical touch definitely ranks up there. But for me, quality time has always been top tier. So like my top love language for me as a person, like not as a partner, has always been quality time. I've always been the memory girl. I'd much rather have an interaction, a memory, an experience than a gift any day of the week. Still, I'm not a big gift person as far as like receiving them. I like gifts. It's fun. It makes me feel thought of, but it's not a requirement out of any of my relationships. But
you mean to tell me I ain't have to buy that? I'm just
you
don't
ain't
look
got
at
to
me
do
like
nothing
that.
but stay black. Why?
Cause I'm going to cut this episode short.
You would not be saying, shut it down. Don't be smiling ornery. You're ridiculous. But what I was saying was, I was saying acts of service, not giving gifts. That's not what I meant. Acts of service. I think you've increased that love language in me more than ever before. I've never even offered that much thought for the simple fact that like none of these niggas was doing nothing for me. It wasn't. Like if they knew it was always a transaction, if that makes sense. Like if I had a bad day and they did something to alleviate any part of that bad day, they expected something in return. Wasn't always sure what that something was, whether it was just a cookie, public praise, something. And it didn't have to be big. It could be the smallest thing. It could be anything. And that was what was expected. So like having acts of service is like probably number 3. It's like quality time, physical touch, and acts of service, and then words of affirmation. Or they might be tied a little bit. Do you feel like I nurture your love language?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like you nurture like really like all the love languages.
Stop stealing my answers.
So like it's not just one, because like we talked about with the intimacy, like all of this like just leads into each thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the intimacy, like with the intimacy, you're able to know what love language to speak to me in.
Correct.
Like in that particular moment. And I feel like you do it just with ease because of our communication, because of our connection and everything like that. That like I'm never worried about whether you're gonna nurture it or not. Like I don't even think about it.
Right.
Like I just know it's you. Like it's just natural for you to love me holistically.
100%. 100%. I have the exact same answer. That's why I think it's so difficult. I just literally named 4 out of the 5 love languages because of my experience with you. And those outside of words of affirmation, physical touch did not rank high because I like physical touch, but only from people that I want to touch me. It's never been a thing of like, I need that.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But like now, like I can't go to sleep unless part of me is touching you.
Yeah, no.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like literally my pinky toe. Literally my pinky toe will be touching you. And I think that too, it's important to be well versed in all the love languages for the simple fact that what I think people forget is how you receive love is not always how you give love. And that is the same for every single person. Like I have friends where gift giving is their love language. That is not top for me. I appreciate it and I make sure that they know that I appreciate it. But like I'm much more let's hang out. We don't have to do anything that costs a dime. We can literally hang out and just laugh and talk, and that is my favorite day. But with that takes me acknowledging others' love languages and them acknowledging mine. So without being well versed in all of them, I think that's where you can find lack.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's also part of why we work so well.
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty well versed before I met you. You were pretty well versed before you met me. And then like our connection just added onto that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think that sometimes in like, especially in my past, I can say that certain people are like, this is how I show love. If you don't see that as love, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's wild.
And it's like, dog, that's not how I receive it. I accept you for that, but at the same time, like, acknowledge me. Roman Reigns.
Respect the bloodline.
Team Usos though right now. We're the ones. Mm-hmm. But I think that is highly important.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, how do you think communication plays a role in sex and intimacy?
I think that adults say what they need when they need it. I don't think that you can hold someone accountable to any standard that you have not communicated. I think that's unfair to the other person, and I think that it's inherently it's not fair to yourself as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I say, I love it when, and then you disregard that, well, then that's
Mm-hmm.
malice. But if I've never said I love it when, and you just don't acknowledge that thing because you've never been told that thing,
Mm-hmm.
how can I expect you to uphold that thing?
Right.
I think that that's wildly irresponsible. So I think that communication is just something that adults should do in every situation. But as far as in sex and intimacy, it is a known fact that many, many women do not experience orgasms. And I think it is in a huge part that we reward bad behavior. If you are not making me come, I'm not wiggling and shaking for nothing. I'm not. Keep at it, champ. Try again. Move that lip.
What?
Move to the lip. I ain't never had to use my penis metaphorical. I ain't. BDE play with your money. But I think that even in intimacy, like if I wasn't feeling connected, um, I would communicate it to you,
Right.
and I would pray about it to God.
Yeah.
Um, just because that's like those are non-negotiables, right? Like we have
Right.
non-negotiables in every relationship, and not feeling intimate with you creates a spirit of like stranger
Mm-hmm.
in our house, and we don't have that.
And I think that's like so. So one of the things that we've talked about before on previous episodes is like when we first started talking and everything like that, we laid everything out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I say like the conversation was just like, all right, like boom, 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 boom. Like we laid everything out there. Like no matter what, there was like nothing to be hidden.
And that was before we saw each other's face in person.
Yeah, I mean because like it, I think the communication when it comes to sex and intimacy, it takes levels of maturity,
Right,
right?
right.
So like we were both at the point where we're like, all right, like we know what we like and what we don't like and what we'll accept and what we don't accept,
Mm-hmm.
and we're putting it all out there. And like, okay, like if we're gonna do this, like let's let's work at this. Like
Yeah.
let's, what I'm saying, like let's talk about this. Let's figure it out together.
Mm-hmm.
Um, fortunately for us, like it was definitely meant to be because
Yeah.
like it just clicked.
And fell into place.
Yeah,
Fell into
yeah, it
place.
did.
Okay.
Yeah, it did.
That was
Whoa,
an
let me
accident. We've
tell
talked about
you.
it.
Ooh,
You didn't tell these people I'm a hoe
you're not a hoe.
for you.
Hmm?
It was an accident.
But the like just the getting reeling it back in.
Try. Because I
The
ain't feeling hoey.
Oh my gosh, you call me a hoochie daddy for wearing this shirt.
You are. For this episode, oh, mad hoochie daddy vibes.
Wow. Um. Well, you over here looking like a scrumptious. So
I look like I could go to a soccer
scrumptious.
today. Okay.
Anyways,
Thanks.
but the communication is definitely just key because like you were saying, like how else are we supposed to know?
But you can't.
Like you could just try, and then this is like if your girl just sitting there like,
Or not even just
or
that,
just
you
like,
seen something.
yeah,
Niggas want to be trying stuff they seen. Don't be trying shit you. Don't ever put teeth on the coochie. I don't care. Don't ever put teeth on the
that's the
coochie.
thing.
She almost got mangled for you. Yeah, it was bad. You should have came and got me sooner.
Well, okay, we talked about that.
I'm just saying.
We met when we were supposed to meet.
It seemed a little bit late though, because what happened, the coochie mangler got a hold of me. It was not fun. And like I would try to be like, don't do that. You need to stop doing that. So stop doing everything you see, is what I'm saying.
I think it's really important, and this kind of goes into the next point of this. Like, would you feel inadequate if your partner gave you input on how they would best be pleased in the bedroom?
I feel like that is an absolutely not. I would not feel inadequate. I would feel inadequate if I overheard you talking to your homeboys about something that like I did that y'all are sitting there giggling about. That would make me feel inadequate.
Yeah.
All because you didn't feel comfortable enough to come and talk to me about it. Or to just, I don't understand why people don't understand that consent and communication in the midst of sexual activity is wildly sexy. Do you like this? How's it feel right there? What you want me to do to you?
I'm gonna talk to you. I know you're gonna talk back. So like,
baby,
and,
like
and vice versa. Talk to me, I talk back.
he don't never not talk back. Baby.
For one, I'm gonna talk my shit.
Because he can. Beyonce said, he got. I ain't gonna tell y'all nothing. We are all right.
We good.
That's what we
doing real good.
What I'm trying to say is that I just feel like to get what you want, you must open your mouth. And I'm like this, and even in my business though, I would much rather you tell me something that you like or don't like to my face in the moment than stew on it, brew on it. Decide that it's not possible and go cheat. You know what I mean? Like there's so many things that can be a fallout to not being communicative in the bedroom. Mid-sex talk. I have a client, her ex-husband, he's her ex-husband. She's now remarried to someone who's much better for her. But her ex-husband literally would tell her that she couldn't speak during sex because it altered his concentration. What in the I don't give a fuck about your pleasure is that?
So
isn't that crazy?
That's wild.
Because like when you talk your shit, it amps me up. It make me want to like the point of who? I'll figure it out. Let me stretch.
All right. I'm
just saying, like it makes me want to go harder.
Right.
When you listen, like if something happens and you stumble upon something amazing.
So and that's the thing too, like
gotta tell him, stay right there.
Like and that's the thing, like so as men, like there's like a woman will give you cues to like that's working and that ain't working.
Yes.
Stay there, not there, right there, that pace, and all of that. Like
if she's communicative,
not that too, but also like niggas, y'all gotta pay attention.
That's facts.
Like it's, and I'm not saying that like, oh, I'm perfect, I got it all figured out, but like I know, like the way you touch your woman and how her body and how her body responds, how she responds. Does she make a noise?
Is she rigid? Is she relaxed?
Yeah, like
does she come closer to you?
Like all of that stuff. Like, and it's simple. It's not anything where you gotta grab her titty and you gotta, you know what I'm saying, do all of that.
How's that going?
Well, no, I mean,
I've never done that either.
What's the
Is that what it looks like?
No, that's not what it looks like. I don't. Who's doing?
I don't know. I've never.
Scout's honor. Like that's what that looked like. Like what is that? What is that? That's what it looked like. He's doing.
Okay.
But
okay.
And
Coochie's not my strong suit.
And that's not even just in the bedroom. I'm talking about period.
Mm-hmm.
Like
that's true.
Like be on the couch,
mm-hmm.
like chilling, and I could touch you a certain way,
mm-hmm.
and like I'll be acting like what? Like what I do? I know what I be doing.
I know you do. He loves playing. I'm such a
Why? I'll be doing that.
Innocent guys, because he's so nice, but like rotten to his very core.
I am not
nasty.
I am.
Don't okay. Obliterate that from your memory, hoes. Do not look at the smile with the beard touch. Don't be doing that hoe shit on you.
Oh, it's a natural reaction.
I'm daddy.
I'm not a hoochie daddy. Anyways, like I was saying,
oh shit,
reeling it back. Niggas, pay attention. Like little stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing. Like, so like, along with the communication, right? Is like, you gotta.
You know you look good as fuck. You get on my nerves. Go ahead.
I'm alright.
Tell the people.
Right.
Oh, you
gotta communicate with each other, but like, really, it goes both ways. Mm-hmm. So you got to pay attention to each other and the cues that you guys are giving each other, verbal and nonverbal. Mm-hmm. Like that matters.
Yes.
Like it matters a lot.
If the breath is doing one thing and then that joint stops, but the body ain't doing nothing else, you didn't hit a spot they don't like, champ. Mm-hmm. If I'm doing something with him and his breathing pattern changes, I notice that. Or the way he leans in versus pulls back, I notice that. Or the tone in his voice, I notice that. You have to be but that comes with being intentional about your partner's pleasure. Mm-hmm. That is something that I feel like a lot of people lack. And I think that it is definitely because women aren't taught that sex should be pleasurable for them. And men are taught
that they just need to get theirs.
Yes, that they and it's a prize to obtain, mm-hmm. right? Like if you are in a room with any amount of females that don't know that a dude is there, mm-hmm. they will tell, I'll give it up. Okay. Sex is just for as much for us as it is for niggas. Mm-hmm. Period. And sometimes a dude thinks that he conquered you when really you were just like, I needed that.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's not a notch in the bedpost or, oh, I bagged that, bro. Like, no, like, how rapey of you.
I bagged that, bro.
You know, I don't know what niggas be saying. I know what bitches do. And they be like, I decided I wanted to give him some, so I gave him some. And so, like, this whole hierarchy of who deserves pleasure in the bedroom is just about as asinine as who won in the bedroom. Like, if we both don't have a pleasurable experience, because that's the other thing, like there's times when a quickie is just what needs to get the edge off. Okay, we understand that, we get that. But when you are having a partner with whom you share a life, a home, children, existence, like you should care about that person's pleasure in and outside the bedroom. Yeah. For one, that's just human nature. Like humans were created with sense of community in mind, right? Like Adam created with Eve. They needed community. But like with that, how dare I only care about my pleasure? I can do my pleasure by myself. He can do his pleasure by himself. But that reciprocated pleasure hit different. Bon
Chef's kiss.
appetito. Bon appetito. With a titty.
Okay.
Do you think that I know we just kind of gave it a little touch. Do you think your experiences outside of the bedroom influence your performance and reception in the bedroom? Like, do you feel like it changes how your experience is in the bedroom in general?
Depends on how tired I am. But
I mean, we're adults.
We're
adults.
But even then, it's like I try to make it a habit of not letting outside experiences like dwell in my safe space.
Yeah.
Dwell in my home. I just realized my hands were like over my face.
I keep doing that.
I
keep being like
so I try not to let that like affect when I come home.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why like a lot of like every day, like I get off work, I call you because like I want to get out any frustrations, talk about all of that on my ride home. So when I get home, I'm home.
I didn't know that's why you did that, baby.
Yeah. Because like I don't want to like get home and have that like hanging over my head, or you know what I'm saying, or just like on me, you know what I'm saying, like I take that off, like I'll leave that there, you know what I mean, so I can be present, so I can be, you know what I'm saying, like chill, relaxed, and like make sure that I'm doing my duties as husband, lover, friend, father, like, and all of that.
Yeah.
So like I don't feel like that it does, like obviously adulting.
Yeah, I mean,
you just be tired, but like other than that, no. Because like if I'm frustrated from the day,
a little piece of cat getting right.
Listen, you helped me the other day when I was just like, baby, I'm stressed, and like I got up, my back was feeling all right. I'm shrugging my shoulders and stuff. I'm like, I'm good, niggas. Don't get no idea though, because I had to slide that in there.
They don't know how I took care of you.
Well, I know, but like I don't want them getting
he's
ideas.
well taken care of. He's well cared for. I don't agree all the way about myself because a bitch be tired.
I know. You do a lot though.
I know, but I try to not, because I accidentally excite you sometimes. And if I know that as soon as
it tastes like your lip gloss.
Okay, it's a little minty. Relax. Fine. If I know that like I'm in the head hit the pillow, go to sleep mode, I try not to do my little do-wah-ditties.
She be messing with me. She know what she do. See, look. Man.
What? Do you like you complaining?
Hell no, I ain't complaining.
All right, I was just checking. But I will say that I don't ever feel like and I think again it boils down to what I accepted in the past versus what I require now. I refuse to be a pillow princess.
Right.
Like I refuse to just be like, here, nigga, get it. Here, do what you got to do and get off of me. Like I never want that experience with you, because of how triggering that experience is for me. For
me too.
Yeah. So like I won't even engage in sexual activity if I'm not all in.
Right.
I don't think that is fair to either one of us. Right. I call that consensual rape. I know that the two words seem to be an oxymoron, but like if I say or initiate just because I know he's been wanting some or whatever, and I know I don't want to, and I'm just doing like I don't desire this at all. It's not one of those moments. Like we're adults, okay? Like let's keep this clear. We're adults. People get tired. Quickies are necessary. Taking care of your partner has something to do with your sexual relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And there are times where like you might not feel like it right away, but as soon as you making that thing, all right. But like if I don't,
I was about to flick my tongue out, but I like life, so
glad you do. If you want some shit, okay, we're gonna see. Oh, you really on shit? Put your eyebrow up at that camera again. Don't, boy, stop. um, but what I will say is that like I don't pillow princess you on purpose. Like
Mm-mm.
you get your frustrations out before you get home so that you don't bring it home on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I don't offer myself up as a pillow princess so that I don't resent you in the morning.
Right.
So it's partially about taking care of self and it's partially about taking care of partner and home.
Yeah.
I really enjoy our sex life, like top notch.
A1 since day one.
A1 since day one. Well, not day one.
Well, you know what I'm saying. You know what
They
I mean.
don't. You already made me sound like city tramp.
A1 since day two.
Date two. Don't say day two. Don't think.
I said date.
They didn't hear the T.
Date.
You still just told all our business. I do a little bit. I don't. Whatever, nigga,
Judge
he
us
mine
not.
now. What's it?
Right, we here.
It was an accident, but let him slip me.
I keep it moving.
Okay, I'm trying. You keep just talking about it. But yeah, so like we and we communicate about our sex life. Like, hey baby, tonight, this is what I'm gonna need. You do the same thing. We get in that bedroom. If it feels like it needs to go down, I'm gonna choke to death just now. If it feels like it's about to go down, and like because there's also a difference between a fuck, a quickie, and like making love. Sometimes you just need a fuck, a good fucking. Sometimes you want that super intimate, like in your don't. Yeah. Sometimes you need that. Don't look at me, please. I can't look at you right now.
Why not?
Because I might cry. Don't do it. And sometimes you need a quickie just to get the edge off. But you have to communicate that to your partner too. Like, my heart keeps stopping.
Why?
I can see how you're looking at me, and it is like sending me. It's making me fidget. Can you stop? I'm trying to get to it. We almost there. So no, we reel it in. Reel it in. It's going too far. We've gone too far. So now that my mouth is dry, that's how sex, intimacy, and communication connect.
You all right, boo?
I can't look at you.
I'm not even doing anything. Legit, I'm not doing anything. Y'all see it.
It's this. See, the thing of it is, it's the smirk. I'm so stressed out. We gotta wrap this shit up. I can't take it no more. All right.
They said we're gonna start being shorter with this,
and we're close.
We're close.
We're gonna wrap this
better.
up. We're doing good. We're supposed to be done about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We could have if you didn't keep being nasty. Big ups. Oh shit.
Big ups.
Who you big upping?
The last nigga. Because now I get to be the last nigga.
Forever.
Yeah, for life.
Period. Same accord. Every woman that let this one go. Thanks, Beach. Appreciate you. You're mine now.
Yeah.
And him's appreciated and loved doing. And something else doing. Okay. Get it out. I'm gonna say it. I don't care. Me and my coochie, thank you. Ladies. Send your address for a Christmas card. What's your damn that's crazy for the week?
My damn, that's crazy that Britney Spears thought that she could just run up and try and touch an NBA player that she does not know at all. Like, just essentially a random white lady trying to run up and touch this tall black man. What do you think security is gonna do? They just see a white hand coming across. They
Danger.
like, you know what I mean? Like, the security guard didn't mean to hit her in the face. She shouldn't have been trying to just reach out and touch somebody.
Reach
Like,
out and touch.
and now you mad?
Back.
That's crazy.
Here's the thing. I don't know that Britney Spears is the real Britney Spears. Head down the rabbit hole on TikTok. I'm not gonna talk about it now.
I would say that's a whole nother thing.
It's a whole nother thing, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. But like, Jimmy Lynn, we see you, girl. My damn that's crazy is this damn bee. I got stung by a bee today in the damn knee at 35 years old. It is the most childish shit that has ever happened to me. It was gang violence. They shot at me with their butt. And I don't know that it was a bee.
What?
You didn't see it. It was it looked like Batista when he had all them things. It swelled up. I had a knot of the size of a golf ball on my knee. I had to go to urgent care, and my mom took me because I am a toddler. So yeah, damn. That's crazy. I'm feeling better now. And then they gave me some damn steroids to take, and my sister, who has a degree in pharmaceutical therapy, gonna tell me that if I take it, it's gonna make me look puffy for 30 days. I see Beyonce in a month and a half. I have to be the finest I've ever been. What?
I'm just looking at you.
With your eyes doing that little pretty thing they do. Ooh. Anyway, we did a little bit better than we said we were gonna do.
Yep.
Or than we used to, but not as good as we want to do. We're trying to get these down to 30 minutes.
Well, I think we had a little bit of extra at the beginning too that we can probably edit down.
I'm not doing that.
Okay. Or not.
We're just gonna leave it.
So that's it for today's episode of Till Toe Tags. Thank you guys for hanging out with us and talking about the sexes and the intimacies and the communications.
We want to hear from you guys. We want to hear what your definitions of intimacy are, how safe and intimate you feel with your partner, how you feel like you could adjust that. Because what we didn't get into was like some of our previous experiences and how that shapes how we are now with our intimacy. But we can talk about that another time.
We'll touch on that.
We have plenty of topic material to talk to you guys about. But again, if you haven't yet, subscribe to all of our platforms, whether it's YouTube, all your favorite podcast platforms, Instagram. We really need to get that Facebook up. We're going to do a lot of things.
Threads.
Oh yeah, Threads. We gotta
do that.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere it's at Till Toe Tags.
Period. Not the period at the end, just period. That's true. I think that's everything, right?
Yeah.
So until then, put God first, put in work, and watch everything fall into place in the end. I am Maria, and this is
Cameron Parker. We are the Parkers. And this is Till Toe Tags.
See you next week. Peace.